Okay, so this probably video you guys didn't expect, but I got this idea from a YouTuber I saw. So I wanted to do my own top 20 anime characters. I don't know. I just thought this would be fun. So I mean, yeah. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and yeah. All right. At 20 would have to be my boy Psyche. I don't know. I don't know if it's like his character design or like I don't know something about him, or it could be just the way that like he basically talks shit to people that like are over here being friendly with him. Like in a way, I can relate to that shit. Or like people like try to fuck with you and you're just like alrighty then like he's just always annoyed, and like I don't know, something about his character I just like appreciate a lot. And like just the whole series is fun to watch. I haven't even finished it, and I don't even want to, because like I usually just watch like when I have nothing else to watch, and I'm trying to have a laugh. But yeah, that would be my number 20. All right, at 19 would have to be the one and only Gara of the Sand. When I tell you, when I first watched the first Naruto show, and we met this guy, man, it was just like okay, this motherfucker upside down on a tree, and that whole Rock Lee fight, like all of it, man, just so cold, man. I really found out about him when I played this old Naruto game. I don't know which one it was, but like even just playing as him as a kid, and I didn't even know who he was. I was like, damn, this guy is fucking cold. Shippuden, I didn't like him as much. Like, I don't know. I mean, I fuck with that, like, he's obviously growing, but, he's not gonna just always be mad. But, I mean, I don't know. I feel like he should have held some of that rage in, kind of like a Thorfinn, you know what I'm saying? But, and then, Boruto happened, and, yeah, we're just, alright, at fucking 18 would have to be the coldest Espada member. When I tell you it was hard to decide between Okiora or Grimjow, man, I really had to think about who do I really like more, who was colder, and it just ended up coming down to Okiora. Just his whole personality, like the fact that he's just always serious, he's never playing around, he's always down, and his whole aura, his resurrection, man, everything about him was just so cool. It's not really any deep reason why I like him, besides, really the fact that he's just so badass. But yeah, that's basically it. But yeah, Okiora at 18. At 17, the one and only, one of the GOATs of the last decade, definitely Eren. I had to put him up here because his whole character development, and it's at first I wasn't too crazy about Eren, but slowly he just started growing on to me, especially with that last season. That just really blew my mind, everything about it, and I love Eren, man. But that's basically it. At number 16, the second Bleach character on this list. There's one more, but as for Kenpachi, I have it's only been like around maybe a year and a half since I got into Bleach, and I'll say this again, Bleach is the best out of the big three, but that's not what we're talking about anyways. But Kenpachi is one of the things that just carried the show, and I haven't even read the manga, but I've heard that a lot of cool shit happens with Kenpachi, he goes off and shit. But Kenpachi, his whole fight with Ichigo, and like how like he's just always itching for a fucking fight, that shit's just cold. Definitely him versus Ichigo was the best fight, in my opinion. They had the best fight in the whole series. Now the Soul Society arc isn't my favorite arc, but they did have the best fight. But yeah, Kenpachi at number 16. At 15, I had to put Vegeta. He was one of my favorite characters growing up, so he had to go somewhere on this list. But one of the reasons why he's really down here is because, I mean, he never has his time to shine. He always gets done dirty by Toriyama, or if it's not now, Toyotaro. And they just always like make him lose basically. And he never gets to do anything major, never beats anyone like big. He doesn't do, I mean, he has badass moments, but they're moments, you know. It's not like for the arc, you know, where he's not the hero of, you know, an arc, or, you know. But that's really why he's down here. But anyways, I still love Vegeta. At 14 would have to be Griffith. Now, I'm not really referring to the movie Griffith, because, like, I can't say, you know, they're the best, obviously. And I know this is top anime characters, but whatever, it don't matter. Anyways, words can't explain how much I hate this piece of shit story-wise, but I've never seen a villain like him, you know. He's like an actual piece of shit, but I want to see more of him. And his whole character, his titles, I really appreciate his titles that they give him. The White Hawk, or, you know, as Femto, the King of Longing. It's a cool ass concept. I like his whole concept that he looks like he's supposed to be a good guy, how everyone looks up to him. And in a way, I kind of understand how those people feel, because I want to see more of him, you know? I want to see more of this Hawk, you know? I want to see, you know, just his whole story. But yeah, Griffith at 14. At 13 would have to be the main character of my favorite anime, Yusuke. This guy is he's a special one. I feel like I grew up with him, you know, watching the whole anime. There's been a lot of memorable scenes where, like, that motivated me a lot. It was when I forgot her name, the one that was training her. Well, she's showing up right now. I forgot her name, to be honest, but when she was putting she was gonna give Yusuke her power, and Yusuke was like doing some intensive training that almost killed him. Well, that scene, that's probably one of my favorite scenes in the whole anime. And right besides that Hiei scene, you know, where you summon the dragon. But yeah, that scene where, you know, he was in training and Pooh was there, you know, like falling to the ground. Yeah, I just love Yusuke, man. I really have no like way to explain it, to be honest, but I just do, and I had to put him up here because, well, it's my favorite anime, and well, he's not my favorite character, but yeah, I love Yusuke, man. But yeah, Yusuke at 13. Alright, at 12 would have to be Mugen from Samurai Champloo. Mainly I really like have him like up here because I really just fuck with his whole mentality, like his whole laid back mentality, you know. But at the same time, he still doesn't take shit from anyone, you know. He's always down to beat some ass, you know. And then, you know, how he's like any ordinary other dude, you know. He be fucking, you know. He be getting hoes. But yeah, I fuck with Mugen. And then, you know, his whole fighting style, it's based off of breakdancing. He's just so badass. He's a unique ass character, unlike any other. But yeah, Mugen at 12. Now Hiei, there's nothing much to say, but that I always thought of him as kind of just a better Vegeta in a way. He's definitely my favorite Yu Yu Hakusho character. I love every character, but he is definitely the one that stands at the top for me. But yeah, he is at 11. Now, I know what you're gonna say. Why the hell is Tatsumaki above people like Eren, Griffith, or Kenpachi? Now, hear me out, alright? She is the greatest waifu known to mankind. Yes, I know, that's a stupid reason for her to be up here. But I do not give a damn. She has had to go somewhere on this list. And, well, this is where I ended up putting her, alright? She could have been number 1, so fuck you. But, yeah. I fucking love Tatsumaki. She's just so badass. But, yeah. She's at 10, so fucking deal with it. Alright. At number 9 would have to be Onizuka. You know, he really grew on me. I wasn't too crazy about him. And, I don't know. The more I watched GTL, the more his whole character just grew on me. He's stupid, you know, he's like in a good way, you know. He's funny as shit, man. I always have laughs watching GTL. And just the way he handles situations, it's stupid, but I don't know. In the end, it ends up being wholesome and shit, you know. And shit, I wish I had a teacher like him. Life would be amazing. But yeah, Onizuka at 9. I really can't explain my love for Ichigo. But there's something about him and about his whole journey that I just loved watching throughout Bleach. Every fight, anything he was involved in, I was just always glued to. But yeah, like I said, I really don't know how to put it in words. But yeah, Ichigo at number 8. Thorfinn in a way is kind of how I see Ichigo, but I think I can explain why I love Thorfinn more. I'm reading the manga right now, and just the way he has to, you know, hold himself up, you know, after, you know, I don't want to say any spoilers or anything, but he's like how I imagine Gaara should have been, you know. He holds that rage in, you know, even as he grows on, you know, and there's points where it just gets to him. Definitely one of the best, you know, in general, protagonists ever, you know. Like, not one of my, not making it to my top 5, but, you know, close enough. But yeah, in general, definitely one of the best protagonists. But yeah, Thorfinn at number 7. All right, at 6. Gonna have to be one and only, the unholy king, Alucard. This guy, man, I had to rewatch Hellsing to remember how much I love this guy. And just carries the whole show. That's really it, man. I love Alucard. A G. Anyways, that's him at 6. So from here on out, it's gonna get serious, but I got Kenma at 5 because I can really resonate with him. I feel like he is the most relatable character, like, in my opinion, in any anime like that I've ever seen. And it took me a while to even know that, like I realized how much stuff we got in common or like how he's portrayed like kind of as a like cat-like character, and I could see myself in that position. And don't quote me on this, but I think by the end of the manga, he's like a YouTuber when he's grown up. And well, I mean, that's what I want to do. So yeah, I could just really resonate with him. Like, we're on the same wavelength basically. But yeah, cut him out of 5. And at 4, we have the King of Ends, Miro. I have him up here because he just really grew onto me as the story went on. Whether it was his relationship with Kagome, which I think that was her name, or if it was when he would just talk about how bad it is in the railroad, talking about how there will be borders separating countries. On one side, a country can be living its best life, and on the other, they'll be living the worst life, and the rich people wouldn't even care. And his goal was just to end that, you know? He wasn't just trying to kill humans just because of that. He just wanted equality. And the fact that he was just never beaten, you know, he was king the second he was born, is just the most badass thing ever. But yeah, but he can only go so far up on my list because he is only my second favorite villain. My favorite antagonist of all time would have to be at 3, we have Kira. Now, I don't know where to start with this guy. The idea of a serial killer, you know, as the antagonist of a JoJo part intrigued me, you know, the second I started part 4. And I was, you know, just waiting to see like who is this, you know, person killing these people, and to find out it was this weirdo that, you know, wanted everything like a certain way, you know. He just wanted a perfect life. He wanted to live a quiet life, but like just it all shit hit the fan, and like he had to kill people. And just a great villain, you know. The whole chase, you know, was fun, you know, like seeing him like how is he gonna get out of this, or, you know, just even his stand, love his stand, Killer Queen, how it looks like a cat, and like how he just explodes a bunch of shit. But yeah, and another thing is he's stupid. He's so stupid, and the way he dies is the funniest thing ever. And although I was disappointed, you know, yeah, it all had to, you know, come to an end, of course. But yeah, Kira definitely my favorite antagonist of all time, no doubt. And at number 2, I have Black Star. It was really hard to decide between Black Star and my number 1, but it all came down to who I spent more time watching, who changed me as a person in some sort of way, to some degree. But I ended up having to put Black Star number 2, but I do love Black Star. In the end, Soul Eater is my second favorite anime, and Black Star is one of the reasons that I really love it. I always thought of him as kind of a better Kid Naruto. His whole dedication, you know, when he would say, oh, he's gonna surpass God, he would always be training. He was just like, but like Asta, but like, you know, back then. But yeah, I love Black Star, but I had to put him at number 2 because my number 1 is... Bro, y'all don't know shit about Boruto, bro. I'm Boruto. Boruto Solo is your fucking favorite universe. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Best fucking character. And so my favorite anime character of all time is, without a doubt, Guts. Like I said, I had to really think about, you know, who I spent more time, you know, growing with, you know, always reading Berserk, or if not, you know, watching the Berserk movies. Now they weren't the best, but, you know, of course I still enjoyed them, you know, and just wanted to see how they went about, you know, on adapting the manga. But Guts isn't someone I can relate to, nor is he someone that I can really resonate with, you know, put myself in his position. But he is someone that I can look towards to it. He's someone that can motivate me. He's someone that, you know, that tells me, you know, it's gonna be all right. You just gotta keep struggling, and no matter what, you know, don't let anything, you know, stop you. You know, and that's why I do what I do, because of Guts and like what he represents. But of course, it wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for the main man himself, Kentaro. So of course, you know, rest in peace, Kentaro. And I know me and the world are forever grateful that you introduced us to the world of Berserk, and like just everything. And I know it hasn't changed just my life, but it's changed, you know, other people's lives. You know, Kentaro, he impacted lots of lives. So, and I know that. So, of course, thank you.